benefiting from the oil. They are buying oil in cheaper price than America is. Like from Iran, they buy a lot of oil, from Saudi Arabia, from everywhere.
I've noticed.
So the thing is right now,
noticed.
the pharmaceutical companies and the infrastructure. I wanted to clear. I wanted to give it a clear background, because a lot of Americans might don't know that what's in between India and China, the issues between India and China. So India is very skeptical. So India has kept a very strict regulation about that this much of Chinese investment cannot come in certain sectors, like in telecom, like in communication, in certain sectors, which can jeopardize our nation's security and safety. Because you have to understand that we are in, like, what can you say, it's like anytime, like two enemy nation. One is Pakistan, which is very volatile, having almost more than 150 nuclear warheads, like tactical warheads, and another one is China, having more than 400 or 500 nuclear warheads. No one knows like how much they have. So we have to put some restrictions. So of course there are little restrictions, but they fight. Like if you see the trade gap between India and China, it is huge, because India has maybe surplus, like how much? 5 billion maybe hardly exports to China, but China exports almost like sometimes $20 billion, or some years 30 billion, some years 50 billion. So everything we use, even the phone we use, even the everything that is manufactured in China.
You know, Avish, I can't help but notice, I couldn't help but notice that, you know, Shanghai is, you know, kind of the elite area of China, if you will. And other areas of China haven't been as heavily affected as Wuhan has. And I did notice that, you know, the president of China did visit Wuhan during the outbreak, and he only wore a face mask and gloves. And I'm just wondering why we haven't questioned him for everything that he knows about this virus. Or this bioweapon,
China,
if you will.
When it comes to China, no one questions them, and they are very, like, what can you say? They know how to keep a secret, because it's a totalitarian state. Their government even keeps tab on everyone. Like, they listen everything you say. They read all your messages. They have their own WhatsApp, which is called like maybe WeChat or something. They have their own YouTube. They have their own Google. So I wanted to put this one, that you might have heard that one guy from even Communist Party, he was an executive from their government, some real estate project and all those things company. He some way criticized Xi Jinping, the Chinese premier over there, and he disappeared. All of a sudden, he just disappeared. So everything over there, even the doctor who tried to blow the lid, because that is most suspicious. Even he died. The doctor, the Wenling Liang, he died. He is the one tried to blow the cover about that. There is a large scale, there will be some SARS-like virus. Infection is going on, pneumonia type cases, but he was taken to police custody. He was largely threatened or something. But he also, miracle, like all of a sudden he also dies. And from that infection, actually.
You know, I don't know if you read, I don't know if you read the American news. But we have a lot of corrupted politicians here in America that are leveraging the medical supplies and holding back on releasing life-saving quinine to the public. In fact, they're kind of like, you know, in New York, it's really bad.
It's very bad,
yeah, it appears, you know, it kind of looks like they're intentionally holding back on, you know, respirators, things of that nature.
Yes, it happens actually everywhere. Corruption is everywhere, and when the type of corruption in America, it is corporate world or the private world, which is everything, the corporates and the politicians in joint hands. That's how it works in America, in case of America. In case of healthcare in America, it's horrible. Of course, I have to say that because I have seen I have heard even that a lot of people die out of medications, and because healthcare in America is very costly. America is no doubt is a very costly nation. If you even compare to Canada, drugs are much more higher, like the price of drugs are very much higher, life-saving drugs. Mm-hmm. And pharmaceutical companies even hike the prices. They don't care because they just care about, and the Wall Street also plays,
prior to this incident, their part. Yeah. Prior to this incident, quinine was only $7. It was maybe $7 for a prescription. Now it's $300. For maybe I seen few cases like that. One drug was there, and one guy just increased it like $3 or $7 to like $300, $400, $700. Sorry, It was a hard one, very hard ailment drug, and that company went to bankrupt actually. It was I cannot remember his name. He's a big hedge fund guy in Wall Street, and he also like got into it. And one of their director was in jail, maybe. Yeah, so I hear these cases. So the government should play a responsible role, because if if they kept on going like that, it will be a disaster. They're claiming that
it is already out of hand.
Here in America, they're claiming that the quinine is actually deadly. And if you just do a quick Google search on your Google computer or Google, toxic levels of the plasma concentration over 5 milligrams causes synchronism plasms or something like that. But the level for death was reported to be like 22.2 milligrams would be like the fatal level. And I don't even think they I don't know if I'm not aware that they even prescribe that much in a prescription. Don't quote me. But I mean, this just seems like it all seems like, I don't know if they just think we're not aware or we're unintelligent. I don't understand. They're just some of the things that they're saying, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yes. In largely, actually, if you see, it's government jobs, and governments also doesn't move around like without money, So they are gonna also consult all the stakeholders, which is the corporates or everyone who makes the ventilators, suppose. And ventilators are running away. And right now, whenever in war, at the time of World War, suppose, the ammunitions which were there right now is the ventilators. So whenever there is a demand, there will be a black market search. They will try to bank on it. And they're creating a crisis already, so they can make huge money out of it. So I feel that, and in a country like America, which spends almost $600 billion or $700 billion, $900 billion in defense every year, why there will be any problem with manufacturing ventilators all of a sudden? So, and they are also, politicians are also, they have their own game to play, so they are maybe taking a lot of times to these defense acts, which can enable a lot of other companies can manufacture those ventilators, critical equipment, healthcare equipment, which can save lives actually. So that is happening. But if they do not take it seriously right now, it will be a huge problem actually.
Yes, we do. We have to take it seriously, and I appreciate you coming on the show with me today. It was very nice meeting you.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. And thank you so much for your graphs that you made and your statistics that you posted to my Facebook wall, and all of the information that you shared.
Yeah. So I actually all we want is everybody get to know the facts. They can they can stand for themselves. They need to know what is happening right now. And you are doing an amazing job actually educating people regarding all these stuffs and all these things. Like people, we need people like you. And also thanks to all of you listeners who listen to us.
Okay, thank you so much. You have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and end the show here. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Hi, Brenda. This is, I'm going to be back. I will be back again with David in Vietnam to get an update on what's going on there as well, because as this progresses and apparently we haven't peaked yet as far as the spread of the virus, because there is a dormant, they've sequenced 8 strands of the virus. So a lot of people could have been exposed and socialized the virus, but they are asymptomatic. So, it's hard to say right now, and just be safe, stay at home. And yeah. That's about it. So you can tune into my show on Spreaker.com. I am also on Patreon. If you would like to support my content, you can become a subscriber. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This has been another episode of Porthole to Justice, the window to the truth.